Move.
Alright, what is up, everyone? Spyrothon back here with you. And,
what up?
Oh, good.
Are we making noise?
We are making noise. This is, I think so. Yeah, so, this is...
Cool.
We will be, racing
Oh, there it is.
fast in the doors. There we go. Yeah, I cut out a bit. I think there was a weird delay there, but yeah, 40 orb here, both of the main screen. Superdog, vSnake, we're gonna be doing this. Hopefully bopping that estimate.
Yeah,
So,
we should pop the hell out of that estimate.
Yeah, so in 3, 2, 1, go. So we'll explain this along the way.
Yeah, we also have different routes, so this will be a bit of a showcase for that.
Yeah, be sure and pay attention to the different strats because it's quite different. 40 orb is something a lot. Minimize that. We go. Very similar to 14 tally. You're basically like the internals of 14 tally is in 40 orb, just because it's an older version before we really, I guess, did the swim in air. I'm not sure if this was really the 14 tally or not. I guess it was.
Probably something
More of the intended any percent. So yeah, we're basically just kind of going out of the game's boundaries to get the lamp there. Double jump and the flame charge jumps. After that we move to the outside. So skip the bridge here.
Yeah, the main piece of tech, if you watched any Spyro 2 earlier, I used to jump, that you see would be the double jump. This is going to pervade every single movement in every level.
Oh, you know, as usual, this is the most broken of the trilogy. Just with how much you can do with it. So again, kind of similar concept here.
Spyro!
Except this is much easier. And this you can do on your first visit, and you'd have to go back.
This magic!
Yeah, using the intended ways, you can't do indoor lamps. You're supposed to have to either climb power up in the autumn plains.
Technically, you can, if you use the supercharge properly, you can do it on your first visit, but
Yeah, even that is still like unintended.
much slower. What we did there is much faster. That's hardly cheating. So hardly. So we're gonna move on to Idle Springs. Like the other categories, you kind of move sequentially, except for 100% where you place where you don't have to worry about as much. You just go into Idle, get a 500 gems. Here you will be buying Swim. I think we're both going to be buying it.
Yeah,
So
I am not risking my whole run on a frog squeeze, that's for damn sure.
that was Beetle, but it was a bad attempt. So we won't be going for the first Beetle route, which is a bit hard. It uses 2 Beetle.
Yeah, that one's pretty rough too, because the first beetle is harder, and even if you get that, then you have to hit the second beetle later. Otherwise you'll still have to reset.
All it really is getting to this area quicker. 8 enemies, moving back, and then Beetle.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the route with no beetle proxy that I've done since like day one I ran this game.
That should have made it, and I bonked twice. Thank you.
So I can talk about the cycles in this level a little bit because I have observed them a lot trying to not lose time. So
Dude.
in this mid part, this guy stops in a
Oh
spot
my
and wants to flank
God.
the enemy.
So this is frustrating. I've gotten every single, but it doesn't want to give me the proxy. Oh. Or it doesn't want to give me all the way up.
Yeah, that's the rough part about proxies, and then in the race.
This is ridiculous. Yeah, the fact that I've gotten all dumb. So this is bad. This is not supposed to be happening. Okay, finally, we got up there. That's worst case scenario right there. I was really hoping that wouldn't happen.
Oh my
Hopefully we
gosh,
can
I'm
bring
so
it back.
You're
So-
probably bringing it back. I am also fucking up. Sorry. So here's the first instance of a power-up. You just need to kill a certain amount of enemies in the level to activate the power-up.
Since I went all over the place, I probably got a lot of gems.
Yeah, I'm
Here.
also overgemmed.
Oh my god, I turned to her.
Look at that.
Okay. Rest of the run's gonna be perfect. But anyway, that's what you're supposed to get on gems. Very annoyed at that idol. That is not how it's supposed to ever go. Ever. I think it's probably my worst idol since. Oh well.
In 40 orb, with the swim route, there's only really one gem check you have to be worried about, which is the 500 for swim that we're coming up on after Colossus. After that, there are the 2 more gem checks like the Roaring 14 tally to buy Shady and Zephyr. But we do go through the levels a little bit more because we're collecting orbs. So compared to 14 tally, there are much more gems that we can just collect on our way. So once you get swim, there's plenty of gems that you can just go by and grab them.
Yeah, it's just really going along the path if you know what you're doing, and then just knowing the right gems, how long it takes to get those gems. Yeah, just proper gem routing 101. And for this, technically, theoretically, tight to get 500 gems,
Yeah.
to money bags if you know what you're doing. I'll be going back here.
Skip, not Pog.
This is a good 11
I almost
gems.
showed off my shit. Oh well.
In about 2.5 seconds, I got 11.
By God.
I'm hovering because I don't want.
So yeah, we can use a double jump to absolutely destroy the sequence of this level.
Camera isn't cooperating today.
And then we can start this challenge with the professor pretty much right away, as soon as possible in the level. And then go through the level to get the statues instead of having to go through the level twice, like it's intended. And vSnake's also going to be going through this level differently from me, because of doing Beetle and Idol. Normally he'd have to get the gems that are on the ice before hockey, but shoot.
I always get the bad Yeti here. I think it's really hard to get it. I don't know why I get it.
God dang it.
Because all my cycles are always different in this. Anyway, yeah, we really lost a good chunk in Idol. We probably lost about 30
I just
seconds.
died.
Uh-oh.
That's bad. That's big bad news. I'm gonna be losing like over a minute here.
Flame the statue. It's not hard.
Well, rip a good race.
No worries.
It was fun
yeah,
while it
as
was.
you can see, it's really to get the statues and enough gems. You're telling it. Okay, so we're good on gems. That's the good thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're good on gems.
By 2 gems, so we'll have 502 leaving here. Maybe a little more. We'll have to look here. Should be very close to that. Yep.
I thought
Overall, good gem routing. For the proxies that you'll see, Turtle and Cheap that we saw earlier, Team Talisman, they're necessary for completing the level. Those are the next, I guess, trouble spots for your Summer Forest. Summer Forest is really just hard.
Well done.
For Team Talisman and 40 Orb specifically. A lot of strategies that can just go wrong. Gonna ignore those 2 10 baskets because they're not necessary. And here, Hurricane is going to be a little different from what you saw on 14 Talisman. We're actually going to, well, as intended as it gets, I guess.
hello there.
Yeah, we could skip part of a challenge goes past the beginning of the level, and using the double jump, you can get unintended height to skip doing the whole challenge and just start at the end of it. And then we go a little backwards from there, clip into the tally room by going out of bounds, and then do a scenery proxy at the end to get up to the middle part of the challenge to get both of the orbs for it.
Whoa, I like Spyrothon into the tally room and almost died. Never done that.
Oh my god, I died again. So unfortunate.
Did not get hit by the wrench. That's good. So we'll see if we get the insane. No, good. We didn't either. That's optimal, obviously. I don't know why you shoot up 30 feet in the air sometimes in a Hurricane for that squeeze proxy. I don't know if we've seen many squeeze proxies, Spyro 2 or 3, even 1 for that matter, but that's essentially the game. Say it's a bar of soap in your hand, and simple physics, if you squeeze the soap, the momentum, the force, it has to go somewhere. So that's really the idea of getting Spyro to get himself unstuck from the game's scenery or whatnot, so the game doesn't basically soft lock itself, which is actually pretty clever and
Thank you.
comes in, well, obviously you've seen in handy with the proxies, which we'll see another proxy here, something similar. That was so good, I didn't have enough.
Spyro.
That was a kind of a poor proxy.
The next. Remember to press prime.
Good. Fifth
Yeah.
try. Fourth or fifth, I can't remember.
I'm not as practiced at Turtle, so I'm only going to give it one try, but we'll see what happens.
That is how it should look. But obviously, first or second try is recommended. So we're going to be doing for 2 turtle challenges here. It seems actually a really good, very risk-free. There's another orb we could have done, but there's a bit of a risk with that, and it might end up being that you lose all of your time or even more to it. For the marathon, I think Turtles 2 is the more fun
Oh,
orb in the end. The easier,
oh, get off there.
speedy, because it's probably the second best orb. We're actually going to be doing another orb challenge that you probably have not seen in a marathon. So we'll keep that up in the air for anyone.
Yeah,
Might
vSnake's
not
got
know.
a sort of new strat in his run.
Not as necessarily new, but definitely fresh to the audience. So yeah, there's bunch of different ideas for 40 orb. There's swimless.
Your turtle.
Swimless is a bit hard, just because. Oh wait, no, we're done. Oops. You have to go to Dragon Shores, and you have to roll,
So.
which we did not go for proxy, I believe.
Yeah,
I
so
forgot
vSnake
to.
is doing Turtle Soup 2. I am not, because I have a orb I'm doing later in.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Auto
basically
phase
the
that I'm
entirety. Sunny Beach there. Just get out of bounds, go get the turtle, save the turtles from dying. We're definitely for the animals here at Spyro. Whoa,
Yeah, got sheep.
something better. That's weird though. Messed everything
Oh,
up.
I
Shoutouts to Wed for recommending me do that. Die. Yep, yeah. Nice. Wait, I wasn't supposed to do that. I just realized. So we don't do that actually. That was for nothing. We just go over here. That's
can I
fine.
see camera? Ah, there we go.
That wasted maybe like 7 seconds. Oh, I'm worried about it. If we get sheep, we'll be fine. It'll make up the difference. If I don't. Dang, no first sheep.
Oh, me neither.
Or second. Great. I gotta attempt this again. I
jump.
do not like doing this in marathons, because I have time in marathon, which I really don't like. I think missing sheep is probably one of the worst feelings I actually have.
Big jokes all around.
Okay. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so late on my express.
I think that's my issue too. I was too late on press. You really have to time your inputs. Yeah, I don't understand why sheep sometimes attack. I really don't like this at all. Really do not like this. At all.
Oh my
At
God.
all. Oh my god. Yeah, this is probably the worst case scenario right here.
Finally got. I
Yeah,
missed the
same.
archway jump more than I got attempts at sheep. It's kind of sad.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, so we're here. It's probably over a minute gone between sheep and beetle, which is very unfortunate and unnecessary as heck.
Oh
but,
yeah, I should talk about this. We can just kind of like point Spyro down, hold up and right on the D-pad, and keep charging into this wall. And we just keep going and going and going until we finally get to a place where there's no floor.
Yeah.
We go out of bounds, clip back in bounds to get the seahorse. You're supposed to get 5 in a sequence, but all the checks for before you get the orb is to get the 5th one. So once we do that, it teleports us back and get the orb. And then we swim over to Hunter and do these 2 quick auto scrollers.
Are you swimming to her right now?
I just started Amanda's.
Yeah, same.
Well, now that the
Something to note with this second seahorse challenge, I guess mana challenge, if you're too fast, you can skip past, I think it's the last ring or the second last one. I don't know, I've never seen it, I've only been told of it. Maybe it's an urban legend of the Spyro community. But you basically soft lock your game, but that only happens on console. On email is fine. Or maybe
You
it's on
have
mobile,
to
I don't know.
intentionally do that, I think. I think you have to go out of the way, or it has to just be some freak accident.
Yeah, you have to be going really, really fast. It's easy to slow yourself down and give yourself a little bit of space between you and the seahorse at the end because he has a little hook. So you can use that to change how far away you are from him.
So that's that's mana's 1 and 2 pet mana that he is testing
Bought the
out, I
other day.
guess.
Well done.
Going into
Alright.
Crush.
Before
vSnake's
So-
gonna do his cool strats, I'm gonna do my baby strats.
I will do my strats for this. I tried to do them in 14 Talisman, but that didn't work as well. So this time we're gonna nail them. Get some time save back.
Oh god. Oh, I messed up those strats. That's sad. This is going awful.
This is sort of going as well as it can. So we're gonna stay on Green Spark until Breeze Harbor for undisclosed reasons, and I will show you guys why.
Alright,
It involves
so
a,
coming back to the circle I wanted him at.
An orb. More on that later. That's the best way to put it. Okay. I'm not trying to save the frames here. I learned my lesson in race. Anyway. Crush's eye popping out of his jaw. His upper mandible.
Oh yeah, the last rocks. So all of the rocks he smacks down will hurt you too if they land on you, except for the last.
And if you're
little
near
bit.
the lava, you'll get hit by a rock and you'll get immediately
Yeah.
torched. So you'll lose two
You
sparks.
get sandwiched between them.
Yeah.
You get a little smacked around.
Definitely something that we try and avoid, and a terrible feeling because it's a span of like.
Alright, in this level, we're supposed to be unfreezing these caveman guys, I guess you could call them, and they will help you progress through the level, but we can just double jump through it instead. Oh, I missed that. There we go.
I got
And
it.
there's also another instance of money bags we can skip. We're supposed to pay him to raise this bridge. I think vSnake and I both do this little Spyro trick here. Nice, got it.
So I go this way because I like doing front Draculets. Back Draculets is weird to me, and I'll show you guys. I don't know if Superdog's going to be doing the back way.
I do it backwards way.
Okay, yeah, so
I
you'll
missed
see
that
both
jump.
ways. You'll see why I prefer mine, just because it's more linear, I think. It's easier to gauge. You don't really do backwards Draculets unless it's this. And it actually, I don't know if it's faster or not. I've been told it is faster. In a way.
I want to say backwards Draculets is faster because you go straight to the Draculets instead of like meandering through the level a little bit, but who knows.
That is dumb. Missing a Draculet's probably the worst thing.
So these guys will actually respawn. If you go fast enough, you can keep one from respawning at the end. But
We got
that's
two
pretty hard to
from-
do.
We got 2 5s.
Come on, can I flame? What am I doing?
Couldn't get it that time, but got a hefty amount of gems. I think we're actually slightly over, which is honestly good. Going into from Shady to Zephyr, which you'll see later on. We're buying Shady and Zephyr back to back, as that's the normal 40 orb route. That's what you should do. I did it in 14 Tally. It's usually not the normal route. However, you do need to buy both, so that is a thing in both of these categories. A lot of similarities, if you can tell.
There's another proxy in this level, Skelos, that saves a little time, but
I didn't get it. Yeah.
you didn't get it. There's a couple ways it can save time. You can get it, and then you can glide all the way over to the challenge. You can get it and get over to the platform that you glide to the challenge from, or you can get just a forward proxy. And I just missed my flame for the flame charge, so I did not get it either. So yeah, this Dinos challenge, they always spawn out of the eggs at a set time, same egg, yada yada yada, so we just memorize the pattern and it's pretty free. As long as we don't make any movement errors, which is actually kind of possible for the second challenge because it's a lot tighter for the windows on the dinosaurs, and the cavemen have deceptively large collision boxes. You might think that you can charge jump over them, but you can't. You have to like double jump. Otherwise you'll bonk into them and lose the
Takes
challenge.
a bit of experience to maneuver. So we're gonna go for a weird jump here. We're gonna do a flop kind of jump on this bone. We did it, but it didn't work out. I'm gonna go for the wall glide here. I'm not gonna get the there because we're gonna need this for a death abuse warp in Breeze. We'll see that in a minute. It's just basically warping back to the beginning after you complete this challenge, which we normally wouldn't do, and we've really put this in the last year, for 40 orb in general. Since the spike balls would theoretically, any orb in Breeze looks like it would be out of the way. So you kind of have to you have to go against the game to really save time, and there is a way to do this without having to death abuse, but this is the fastest and kind of the coolest way to show off how to get an orb pretty quick. It takes about close to a minute.
I took that 5 on my overjump. Oh,
Okay, didn't need to hover there. That was kind of weird, but we that pipe is very tricky. good. Actually got that spike ball, that's good.
I fell
Okay,
off
I'm
the
gonna
freaking boat.
avoid that guy. Okay, we got that first try.
Wow.
Did you fail massless?
I didn't fail massless, I failed to double jump. That doesn't really count.
Thanks for.
The first time I actually double jumped, I got it.
Got it. Got the death abuse, which there is a window to be too early for that, as I learned the other day practicing. That's why it always helps to practice. Okay. Got massless. Good. I'm 2 for 2 in massless and a Spyrothon. It's the first time in history, so.
Here's climb skip. If you watched the 14 tally run earlier, they probably talked about it. It's the main crux of why these runs can be fast at all, because we don't have to run around grabbing extra gems to buy climb and get to the second half of Autumn Plains.
Which would be 1,000, I believe.
It's
Close to?
500 for climb.
Oh, 500 for climb,
It's-
1,000 for head bash. Yeah.
Yeah. So here I'm going to be doing an orb challenge. Oh, I thought I'd make it over.
That was a close hover, optimal, I would say. So yeah, we're definitely good on gems here. As long as we
Oh my
have about say 550 or so going into shady, we're probably good.
Yeah, I usually aim for at least 530 or so. I think it's hard for me to remember now because I haven't needed for a long time once I got decent at gem routes, but I think as long as you leave shady with 273, you can get enough on the way to the balcony part, or whatever you want to call it, to have
Yeah, you really
500
just need to
or
have
400.
75 or 325 heading to the island, because then you have a free 75 gems on the island. So always keep that in mind if you ever, for some reason.
Yeah, so vSnake's gonna pull way ahead of me here and then in Magma Cone, because he took extra time in Sunny Beach and Reese Harbor to get 2 orbs that I did not get.
The main key is trying not to enter a level that you really don't need to, like Cloud Temples.
Yeah,
It is good if you have a route built around that. Cloud Temples being, I don't know if anyone here has been able to see it. It's generally you get 3 orbs in the level, but depending on how long it really takes compared to any other faster orb is the whole key. So it's like, why bother to take the time to go out of the way, enter the level and back? But again, there's certain
Yeah.
tricks. That's better for a swimless route. For buying swim, it's not necessary.
I think Drash timed it and he said it was pretty close, but he had a really good cloud compared to some of the other options. So I feel like if this game was timed like loadlessly, you would probably go into cloud.
And what I mentioned earlier with the glide off the Satyr, I just got it, and I got the... So that's actually the most satisfying quick skip to me. Quick skips can be described as being able to get control of Spyro back after the bagpipes are playing. But we don't know exactly what causes that. We don't know if it's RNG, we don't know if it's specific button pressing, we don't know if it's like stopping button mashing on the frame of it blowing up, the tower, the building. That's not what I'm supposed to do. I mixed up 14 tally, but that's okay. That really doesn't even matter. Instead, let's try this actually. Since I did that, we'll just talk to
Oh, I
the
got
orb
glide too, nice.
lady first. After this. Hopefully this works. If this doesn't.
Hmm?
Actually,
Did
this
you
will
mess up
not
your
work.
route?
Yeah, I messed it up a bit, but it's actually not a huge deal. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Okay. Doesn't matter.
It's
Hope you guys saw that dancing pig before I killed it. That's my
'Cause we
favorite
already-
part about this game as a kid, and that's the last one that will happen in the run.
Thanks, B. Yeah, we were not supposed to do this. We were supposed to kill the last satyr. Brain.
Okay, hopefully I can show off the Alchemist challenge then. So, what it is, so this is an auto-scroller challenge. And you want to bump into these earth shapers as the alchemist walks
Oh,
past them to move
stupid.
them out of his way.
That's dumb, by the way. All of what just happened is the dumbest thing ever.
And since the alchemist takes the same path every time, we can just hit these guys out of the way in the same fashion every time. And then we have enough time left over to go. Okay, can I kill the tree? I might not have enough time left over now. I won't get the warp, but I'll at least hopefully get this.
Yeah, you're supposed to get a warp. That was wrong, but it's fine. It actually really
I might not have enough
25
time
seconds.
left for the warp.
But
That was-
instead, so magma is what we'll see. Popcorn, popcorn 2, which are
Oh, my stream.
basically RNG. I guess Superdog's having trouble with the tree there.
Oof. I did not get the warp, so I have to run back through the level. My stream is. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, a bit of a bad
Goddamn.
fracture. Fracture should honestly be an easy. But magma cone, pretty easy as well. Just you have to really get good RNG for the popcorn, which you'll see. And after that, just go into the talisman, but you'll see. Whoops.
What?
You'll see Superdog do something a little different here.
Alright, my stream is recovering.
So maybe good popcorn can make up for what happened. Anyway. Or not. Thanks.
Oh, nope, it's back down. Oh my god.
What happened?
My stream is going in and out of dropping a shit ton of frames.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. This has literally never happened to me.
Popcorn is being dumb. Alright there. Good. Or maybe I'm just being dumb. Anyway. I like how Hunter's arm is perfect here for some reason. We don't know what happened. It's like, I don't know why. It's a
Damn.
weird thing you notice after running the game for so long. Camera work is very important. Did I not get that?
Oh, come on.
Hunter's model likes to get in the way.
Yeah, you can bonk on Hunter really easily.
This is honestly, I would say, probably the closest to the hardest orb challenge in the whole game.
Yeah, this is really hard to get fast consistently.
It's you almost always cannot get it as optimally as you want it to. Okay. I still went out of the way to get those gems. Now we're definitely good on gems, so. Okay. Up here. Talk to Bippo, friend Bippo. And we're gonna get out of here. On to Shady, which is the most exciting level, you could say, in this category. I enjoy Shady when it goes well. Coming out of here, we need to get, like I said, have 400 gems for Shady, and then prepare to get 400 gems for Zephyr. $537 going into Shady, a little bit under what should not be an issue. So there's actually specific movement for Shady 08. Obviously, you want to get Shorty his seeds, his berries, so he can get big and strong and bust down these doors. take us all the way there, but depending on how you move through the level, he'll actually either get faster or slower as he's coming here. And I don't know the right path. I just know not to go full speed and leave him behind. That's usually not the best idea. Okay. I've done that before. I've missed that 5. So we don't really have to slow down. I'm just doing dumb stuff. It doesn't really take time off as long as you keep moving forward. Here you want to get this rock because we're going to use it later. It's going to be a little awkward if we want to come back and get it. So it's to take out the 3 lamp thieves for the orb in this level as quickly and efficiently as we can. So kill everyone here because he moves faster through the gate, obviously. Talk to him. After this, we can get orbs back to him after taking these 3 guys out that I skipped through. So come back, the talisman. Each talisman, like I said, representative of the levels. I think the shady one might be one of my favorites. So that was a little slow, but we got it. Good gems for getting that Zephyr point. Good gems there too, which is very convenient to get all these back. Leave the level. So that's actually a really good gem count. We definitely manageable. Don't have to go out of the way for any gems. Zephyr, very similar to 14 Talisman, except you'll see a scenery skip. Involves being under like the level's roof, I guess, before you're pushed down. I guess the ceiling anyway. You're kind of trying to get past that and get to the Romeo orb over here that you'll see, because Zephyr is like one of the biggest levels in the game. So just enough gems. This is 401 gems, plus the obviously the 1 gem's going to money bags, but pretty optimal gem routing here. Gliding to the island, getting this orb, claiming those, hopping on back. Wants to open his burger shop. I don't know if anyone's a fan of lizard. If anyone is a fan of lizard, I think my mic's cutting out. Okay. Anyway. Same thing here. Rush to the talisman, because you still need all 14 talisman for 4 to get into gulp legitimately. We do not gulp skip. I don't know where Superdog is at. Are you in Zephyr?
I just left Shady.
Just left Shady, yeah. So it's pretty close. So after this, a major trick that I was talking about, hopefully you can get it, should be free. And it is. That used to give me so much trouble running 100%, and now glad I've learned why it's free. So
Well done.
bad double jump happens if you hold it. A speedrunner's worst nightmare. Or anyway, a Spyro speedrunner. Leaving Zephyr going to be warped. This is obviously a really far gulp, so good thing we are using that warp to our advantage. That is stupid. So I'm going to have to take hits here, because we're going to do a really crazy trick in Dragon. I'm on blue sparks, which is actually small. So I'm going to keep it how it is. I'm going to take just a couple hits at the end to be sparksless, because otherwise you will crash in Dragon Shores. Trying to get this swim in air to get all the abilities. It's really crazy. I'm just gonna go for that. I don't want to worry about doubles. Because that would be kind of a setup. No gulp proxy. Hopefully this gulp goes better than it did my other one. We already got, no, well, gulp's being an idiot and the birds are being idiots. I'm gonna wait for this drop. There. Not much waiting. Hopefully we can just keep landing doubles here. Gonna take it a bit slow just so I can kind of scan the. I really tried to rush that, but that's okay. If we can get a triple, it works out. If we can't, oh well. Hoping that's a bomb. That's a bomb. That's another bomb. Okay. That's fine. We'll just roll with that. And hopefully we'll get a double here. Because either way, that would have been triple bombs, so missing out on much. Good. We got that hit. A little risky there. Okay. Hopefully. Wait a minute. Let's check. We gotta check. Okay, yeah, we're sparksless. Perfect. So this is a risky jump. I'm gonna go for it though. Head bash skip did not pay off, but I did not die. Okay, get up there. Stop falling. Boom. Okay. Orb number 29. So we're going to get the last 11 in winter. Yeah, so there's 12 in Winter Tundra total that we're going to get.
Yeah, I think our Winter Tundra routes are the same.
Very
And
scary
in Dragon Shores, he does some fast way.
what I just did there. But very optimal, I guess. So here's the crazy swag swim that we're going to do here. It's pretty self-explanatory though. You want to set yourself up because the camera stays still once you swim. So I'm just going to roll with that. Perfect. Hold down. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, we got it. That was probably one of the best swag swims I've done in a while. I'm not hit or miss with this, but I tend to take it a little safe just because if you mess this up, then re-entering is not fun because you don't really unlock Dragon Shores.
Yeah, you have to do that out of bounds thing again.
But because of this, we're able to get Fireball and that and on like a minute 40 in a segment. Really not in Dragon Shores for more. Ideally. Get the sparks here, the fodder. We're going to gun through this. Yeah, we really are going to gun through this level as fast. A lot of the cycles in Metropolis involve the UFOs and whatnot. They are local cycles, so as soon as you start the level, they're moving. The only time they're not is when you touch the ice up here. Okay.
Double jump
Climbing up here. Thanks to the all abilities that we got from the theater that we saw in 14 Talisman before. I like to zigzag there. I feel like I hit the ox quicker. There's not as fast of a refresh or whatever from hitting him. Okay. Here, we're gonna head bash immediately. No, we're not, but we did anyway. Usually, you're supposed to be able to take a UFO out.
Yeah, if you're super duper fast, you can get a really fast cycle.
I was hoping I could get that UFO, but no, of course not. These UFOs are so freaking elusive. I don't know how they elude all my shots, but... Anyway, we're gonna get a snipe on this. Take all 5 of these UFOs out, because it's just, knowing where to go. So we got him. Learned this snipe actually today. The last hour or so. Funny enough. We're out of here. So we have 2 orbs in Mystic, 2 in Winter Tundra, and then 3 more. Be 40 orbs. Or, yeah, Robotica, I should say. Coming through here. Small spot to hover there, so that makes the baby Sproder Man. Coming up here. Going into Mystic. Intended way. Nothing
Oh no, I
crazy.
missed a freaking UFO.
Nothing really crazy in Winter Tundra after
Where's he at?
Dragon Shores, I would say. Because basically you're almost done with the game at this point. So here we're just going to do a bunch of quick stuff, essentially get 2 orbs almost at the same time. A little bit of multitasking in this level. As there was in Metropolis. That was weird. Okay. Coming over here, taking out these 2 thieves simultaneously. Talk the EOL guy. I hope I got that. And I did. Skips having to wait for those to come towards you. And you really have to look at that guy. That guy is the most elusive of the thieves. Basically knowing when to pause so you can warp back as quick as you can, and that's probably the easiest level. In this world, at least. Robotica, again, an easy level to end on. This head bash orb coming out here. And you'll see a bunch of shenanigans in Robotica. Saving this farmer's field. Good about it. Okay. So, gonna go for a snipe here for one of the pumpkins at the beginning. And we got it. Not the easiest thing to get. Oh, a little close there. Got both of those guys. That was pretty easy. This ended up being pretty straightforward. So going straight to the Scarecrow here. I think we all like straightforward. So you got to look at these bugs for a little bit, or else it won't register that they died for some reason. So I did that there. Talking to this guy. There's no sequence break you have to do for this. Normally there is, but in like Hundo, you would usually want to do some other things like pick up some gems or whatnot. Don't have to worry. We're just waiting here. Gonna get these pumpkins out of the way. Get the last orb we majorly need here to open the doors. And that is it. That is 40 orbs collected. That's not time, because we still have to fight the... Opening the doors is what we need to do from the 40 orbs. We gotta rescue Avalar. Gotta save their economy. So Spyro can go on that picnic.
Go to Dragon Shores.
$1,500 gems. Wow. Okay. Cool. Obviously not the standard 10,000 gems. And here's Ripto. So obviously the same thing as 14 Talisman. Any other fight that you'd, or any other category, involves fighting Ripto. Not always at the beginning. Why did that happen?
There we go. Shot him.
Still got the early hit even after. So I think Superdog, you in Robotica right now?
Yeah, I'm doing the Scarecrow's challenge right now.
Cool, cool. It's close enough race. So hopefully this Ripto fight goes well. That's a shame. And this is about to be a time. And time.
Alright,
Nice
guess
stream, bro.
I'll be finishing up.
What happened? So that was almost a 49.
Wait, what? What did I do? Did I forget it again? Oh my. I think I did, didn't I? Uh-oh.
His ass from his elbow. Is this true?
Oh, I can't believe this happened again. I guess I did break the door.
50-42. So that's really similar. Not similar. It's better than last year. But
I'm gonna throw off the estimate. I cannot believe, honestly. This is the absolutely the worst one I've ever finished.
well,
think
all I
this
have
is
to
the
say
last
is
one.
GG to everyone so far in Spyrothon. And lol, indeed. No. Wait, what happened? Oh, you missed an orb?
I fucking skipped the climb skip orb. I
Yeah,
had
I've
never
done that.
done that ever, and I did
I've-
it like 2 days ago. And I was like, what? I've never done that ever.
I remember, yeah, I've done that plenty of times. I've always an order too, especially at the beginning when I was trying to figure out routes. And then 149 egg, I remember I missed the first egg that you glide to. I can't remember his name now, but I missed him on the side in Sunrise, so I can understand that. But now he's gonna go fight the Ripto boss fight. He's gonna save Avalar as well. So this is all for a good cause.
Oh, I can't believe that didn't work.
So that was about a 50-24 or something. Very not terrible, honestly, considering what all that happened. Mostly just in Summer Forest. When we got out of Summer Forest, the run was fine, except for Fracture. Sorry, I think I skipped the credits. I know I did. Not I think.
See if I can get a quick snipe. Oh, I almost got it. Alright, I'm timed now. That's 53:20 something.
Are there any crazy things I can show? I don't care.
Oh, I skipped a cutscene too. Oh well.
Sure. I don't know.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as it fell apart entirely.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you guys for watching this conclusion from Marathon. I hope you guys enjoyed. What we have next, one of my personal favorite categories, the
Yep,
one I started with, 100 Egg, Jeremy and Nerf, and take that away.
this Spyro 3 equivalent of 40 Orb.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys. You guys really enjoy that run.